How's it going today? Is 7th of May, Tuesday, and we're taking a look at the market, what kind of opportunities we can find. Today I already had reviewed quite a few of those, but in this video, let's take a look at what might be important. That would be, I have seen so many different companies doing a lot of things. I was taking a look at many different sectors. I was taking a look at aviation. I was taking a look at car industry. I know computing and AI in total. There would be perhaps a number of different companies, and as well as in this video, most likely I'm gonna be taking a look at these companies. But I'm not promoting any of those companies. I don't know what they're doing actually. But I'm interested in finding out, and that's with the government's press release. So I thought, might as well let's take a look at what UK is doing. Not necessarily limited. I have seen some of the companies from US, but let's take a look at UK. Vote of confidence in the UK's economy as a British AI company. Let's progress without a name. Secures over 1 billion, since that's dollars, right? To develop AI for self-driving vehicles. The sector solving this problem would be very important, and I can see a lot of benefits for society if some of the companies would be able to do it. I don't know how much of the control they have given away since they're waiting a look at dollars, but either way. British AI company announced just over 1 billion investment to develop new generation of AI-powered self-driving vehicles. Let's try in understanding what's happening. Quickly, since we're taking a look at the AI, I thought it's something that I was doing in my own time, so I thought might as well share that with others. That would be an AI-controlled test jet fighter has taken to the skies is why it's causing alarm, right? I won't be delving deeper into this article. It's just something that's happening with the AI. Then it comes to aviation. From there, let's progress into taking a look at the lawsuit. I think that would be important. Based on I wasn't taking part in this test, right? But I think AI have done more and or better compared to a person doing it, right? Then it comes to maneuvering, taking sharper turns, all this kind of things. I think AI did slightly better, but either way. So this is I don't know if it's confirmed or there's just speculation, right? Let's progress. It happened. It did happen some time ago. I think it was a jet that was taken to the skies happened 2 days ago. This lawsuit happened 2 months ago, so some time ago. It just because of myself, I had the chance to review this lawsuit and what was the reasoning behind it. So I thought might as well take a look at that. If you yourself are interested, that would be overall AI and what's happening within the area that would Elon Musk's use. OpenAI for abandoning original mission of becoming for profit, right? I really like the example. The example was it's a rainforest, Amazon rainforest, right? So from protecting, a company decided chopping trees down and sell lumber. So shift slightly, right? But either way, let's progress. Let's come back to this article. Let's try to understand what's happening within some of the quote unquote your case. But if it's UK, a company based within UK, but this company is raising capital in dollars, right? More than likely, they're giving away a lot of control to US companies, right? Once that's been said, let's take a look at some of the bullet points. That would be UK's AI company secures over 1 billion investment dollars of investment to develop the next generation of AI-powered self-driving vehicles. I will skip names. I don't know this company, right? Co-founded the Hales UK AI ecosystem, which has supported them in securing the largest ever investment in UK's AI company. And next bullet point out of the investment cements UK position as a world leader in AI self-driving vehicles technology. I don't know about that, but it's good that UK is working on it. I was taking a look at some of the places where people can actually test the models, right? So I was taking a look at the energy sector within UK where they have 20 miles or kilometers. I think it was miles of space where people can test the models, right? When it comes to self-driving cars. So that's kind of interesting, I guess. Comes an industry-backed autonomy vehicles bill sets become law in coming weeks. Okay, so we can take a look at this bill and what's happening. I was reviewing some of the press releases previously, but it's great that UK is working it since I see a lot of potential in this industry. Let's begin with this article. That would be a case company who is massively influenced by US based on where finances will come from, has announced over $1 billion of investment to develop next generation of AI-powered self-driving vehicles. That will be today's date, Tuesday, 7th of May, making the biggest investment in UK's AI company in history. There's a name of businesses potentially who would be offer software solutions or hardware solutions, right, to this company who use this investment to develop or launching the first embodied AI technology for self-driving vehicles in the UK. Embodied AI will enable self-driving, otherwise known as automated vehicles, to learn from the interacted with the real-world environment, including the ability to navigate, learn from situations, and do not follow strict patterns or rules, such as unexpected actions by drivers or pedestrians, going far beyond the capabilities of existing AV technologies. Interesting, interesting. Today's investment cements UK position as a world leader in those emerging industries, with both self-driving vehicles and the AI sectors bringing huge potential to economic growth. And as they develop between 2018 and 2022, the UK self-driving vehicle sector alone generated 475 million of direct investment and created 1.5 thousand new jobs. But at the time, then we take a look at millions, that would be pounds, right? I'm not necessarily giving away of the control of the company, right? So that would be a quick feedback there. Self-driving vehicles industry grows in the UK. It's expected to be worth 42 billion and create 38,000 more skilled jobs by 2035. The AI sector also already employs more than 50,000 people in the UK and contributes more than 3.7 billion to the UK's economy every year. By 2035, AI makes the forecast to grow to over 1 trillion. I mean, perhaps, but either way, let's progress. Funded in the UK in 2017, this company is a homegrown British success story and a testament for UK global leadership in creating economic and regulatory conditions for startups in AI and also self-driving vehicles in the industry and tribe. So myself, if I were to reach out to some of those companies who potentially have necessary hardware, there would be no response. So I don't know about what they're referring to, right? But there would be no response from some of those companies who have necessary facilities, no response. Necessary equipment, no response. So I guess it's a very hard thing to do. This company has said that the advancement in self-driving vehicles technology have supported the UK's code of practice automated vehicles trials, which sets a clear framework to support and or promote safe trailing of self-driving vehicles technology. The code of practice is world leading in its pro innovation and a flexible approach towards the development of testing of self-driving vehicles in the UK. Okay, so we can take a look at this. So two things now, right? So there's a path, right? So something I was taking a look at within aviation sector, but either way, so there's another perhaps path when it comes to automated vehicles. It relies on economy tackling accountability for safety without the requirements of one regulatory process and or red tape. Okay. So historically speaking, there was a lot of things happening in this sector. I won't be highlighting those things, but people who are following this sector, there was some things that did happen, right? But anyway, let's forget. This company has said that the UK approach has been integral to the ability to build AI for assisted on automated driving so quickly. I would be interested in understand what the process. I think there's a levels, right? Perhaps there's 6 or 8 levels, and potentially your project can go through all a number of levels and how much of assistance software can offer to the driver. So I thought we could take a look at that. But I'm just happy to see there's a lot of numbers. So it's always good. So there's data as well as perhaps a process when it comes to levels. But I guess it depends on the project. This company investment comes as UK automated vehicle bill is set to conclude its passage of Parliament in coming weeks and will lay the foundation for innovative British companies like this particular company. I'm not promoting it, right? To scale up and develop the self-driving technologies to increase safety and unlock a market worth of 42 billion. Even it's something that I was taking a look at bus drivers need of having bus drivers in the UK, right, and or perhaps long distance drivers, right. So those sectors are struggling constantly when it comes to hiring staff, right. So I don't know about this particular number, but I can understand about even 10,000 can this software solution offers so that 10,000 people won't need to do sitting behind the wheel. Even that would be great, right? As automated vehicles bill will unlock a transport revolution by enabling the safe development of self-driving vehicles, reinforcing the UK's position as a global leader in the high-growth industry and deliver one of the world's most comprehensive legal framework for self-driving vehicles with safety in its core. Okay, okay. I'll see if I could find people who I need to reach out to, perhaps when it comes to perhaps there is a standard, right? So let's see if there is a company standard agency and who's going to be that agency and what will be the process, right? Under the bill, provision of self-driving vehicles will be required to undergo robust safety testing before they are permitted to drive on UK's roads. The bill will also ensure the clear legal liability when vehicles are driving itself by creating new legal entities responsible for self-driving vehicles. Self-driving vehicles also have the potential to make market transport safer, more convenient, more accessible, improve the lives of millions of people, with 88% of accidents currently involving human error. There is also a huge potential for automated vehicles that reduce cost, injuries, and fatalities, right? I was taking a look at some of the statistics. There was something about the percentage, right? Or someone said something about percentage, how many people get injured by cars or driving or on the roads, right? So it's a large percentage. So even there might be some potential overcoming some of the obstacles. Last part of this article, and let's close on this, that the UK already has a world-leading technology sector, with UK becoming only a third country behind US and China in the world. They have a tech sector value at over $1 trillion in total. Okay, okay, okay. I don't know about this. Since again we're talking about UK and we're talking about dollars, so that makes no sense if you would ask me what you do. That's progressive. So if we're talking about UK, we should be talking about pounds, right? That would make a little bit more sense what you're doing. The UK is also artificial intelligence superpower, being home to a third highest number of AI companies and private capital investment in AI in the world. The UK also accounts for around half of all AI private capital investment in Europe, and 100 more AI companies are starting up in the UK's every year growing economy and creating highly skilled, well-paid jobs. I don't know, yeah, recently, even yesterday, I was taking a look at automation, overall automation when it comes to manufacturing and AI technologies when it comes to all automation. So I was taking a look at Germany and how many for every worker. That would be 10,000 workers, and within Germany they would have 1,500 robots. And from Germany there was South Korea next for every 10,000 workers that had 1,000 potential robots, right? So I think that the other companies focusing on other things. If you would ask me, most likely that's what's happening. But either way, the sector, I think it's very important when it comes to automation and overall value for money. But even cars, even that would be important, and some of the software solutions. Some of the world's biggest companies, including OpenAI, and again, I'm not promoting these companies, right? Chosen London as a base for the first international offices. I don't know about this. I don't know. I'm not promoting this part because a lot of companies left London, right? So people who know history, a lot of companies left. So I'm not promoting that because perhaps there's a lot of uncertainty, but perhaps it has discounted offices, right? So if you're looking for space to work, perhaps UK right now, London has a lot of offices, right? Since a lot of companies left to Europe, right? Since the UK is not part of Europe anymore, right? So that's a little bit of promo there, but let's keep it. The government is committed in delivering the regulatory approaches to drive both safety and innovation when it comes to AI. People know that. I'm not saying anything new. AI, which we have set out in a report for the AI regulatory white paper. The UK has not rushed to legislate due to the rapid evolution of the technology. Instead, we are focusing on strengthening our understanding of the risk and empowering UK's experts, regulators, and act using the existing powers in remit. As part of this, we have also invested £100 million. Okay, it's pounds, right? So potentially founders can keep the company, which I would say it's important, but either way. In the world's first AI Safety Institute to evaluate risk and new AI models and demonstrate their global leadership, showing the hosting the world's first major summit of AI safety and all. I'm not promoting any of this. I'm not taking part in any of this. I don't know about that. I think they're looking to accomplish completely different things. If you would ask me, but this part they completely looking to working with or doing completely different things other than solving a problem. Either way, let's close on that. There's a couple of things I need to review now. That I will be taking a look at legislation as well as white paper, and potentially there might be a standards agency. So it's three things I will be taking a look at. Thanks for watching. See you next one.